Careful, because we're live, I think. Careful, mate, we're live.
Say again, you old potter.
I can't say things like that on there.
You are so old, it's not even funny. You ring me up all the time when you want help with your blooming life things. You're crap.
Oh, ask me how I got on with that mower.
How you going with that mower?
Don't ask. Don't ask.
You prick.
All right, mate. I'll speak to you in a minute.
Yeah,
Ta-da, mate. Bye-bye. Good evening. I think I'm live. Can somebody say yes, you're live? Yes, you can hear me on the stream. Honest to goodness me. Please, just to say that, yeah, it's working. And then we'll find out. Oh, Lord. Yeah, somebody just give me hands up so I know I'm not talking myself. You're live. Thanks, Nick. Sparky, shut up, leave me alone. Oh my goodness me. Listen, guys, I have had a day from hell. I really have. If it could go wrong, it's gone wrong. It really has. I just had Mick there on the phone, taking the mickey, as you'd expect. I must turn him down as well, otherwise, yeah. There we go. Oh dear. For some reason, I was already all checked in, ready to go, and then my camera wouldn't work. Hang on a minute. Where are we? There you go. My camera just wouldn't work. So, here's hoping that it's working. Good evening, Henry. Good to see you, mate. Well, I haven't seen you yet, but hopefully I will do in a minute. I've only just found out to see myself. I have no idea what's gone wrong. The camera's little red light come on, but it just wasn't working. And I think you could hear me. Hopefully not the bad language. You gotta laugh. Jason, good evening. Good to see you, my friend. Henry, as always, welcome. James Bond, James Gibson. I'm sorry, mate. I'll always know you as James Bond. Welcome. Good to see you, mate. Ash, thanks for sticking with me, mate. It does take some doing. It really does. Dear, oh dear. Alpha Port Animations. Oh, hi. I'm not sure we've met before, but you're welcome always. The alien radar went off. It certainly did, mate. It certainly did. Where are we? Who's this Alpha 496? I don't know, but whatever. Welcome. Salt Conquer out, Scotty. I tell you what, I've actually had to shut the whole PC down and reboot it, and then all of a sudden the camera started working. So I don't know. I am an alien. Where's my my navigators? No, they're not called navigators, are they? You guys with the spanners, look out after me, please. Where are we? Scotty Daniel, how are you, mate? Nice, good to see you, mate. And yeah, Mick Helpline, it certainly was, mate. The Mick Helpline. You didn't hear the language being used just before we come on live, I'll tell you. Just as well. Mark, good to see you, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Even was taking a while to get it sorted out. Take small engines. Thank you, mate, for letting me know. At least I'm live. Oh, dear Lord. Sparky, how are you, mate? I thought you might jump in and help me. Oh, dear. Where are we? Snobby, please tell me you can see me. Please tell me. By the way, so I watched your latest video about your wire stripper. That was really interesting. I enjoyed that. I wasn't aware there was such a thing in the world. For some reason, it stuck in my mind it would strip the whole wire off. But from watching that, it splits it, and then you can just remove it. Good tool, that, mate. Scotty, no, you're not live. Leave it. Just leave it, mate. Good to see you guys. Apparently, Mick reckons. Yeah, look, that's what I got to put up with. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Ken, good evening. Welcome to a slightly late broadcast, put it that way. Tim Palmer, lovely to see you as always. Mate, oh, excuse me. I've come on later, deliberately, because we did ourselves a curry tonight. And I thought, well, we'll sit back and I'll enjoy that. And I did. Very nice. Chicken curry and chips. Get outside of that. Came up to broadcast and it all went completely, well, whatever. Pete Tong is the right word, I think. Pete Tong. I think this camera is playing up because I see it keeps on going in and going out. So I might need to get myself a camera. So, what have I been up to the last few days? Well, as the title says, I will succeed. Maybe. I am still playing around with this. I fell up talking about the BMC Lawn Racer drive. Honest to God, guys, don't ever work on a BMC Lawn Racer. And if there's anybody from that company watching, come onto the screen and tell me how on earth I can get your drive to work. Because frankly, guys, it don't. I've changed. I even today eventually received a new drive or a pair of new drive cogs and pins, thinking that would solve the problem. They arrived due time. They were ordered last Wednesday. Thought they'd be here by Friday or Saturday. No, turned up today. Thank you very much. They sent the wrong pins. Oh dear Lord. Oh, I phoned them up and said, look, you know, I know there's two types of shorter, longer. One's 21 mil, although it might be 22 actually, because the ones I've got are worn. And 17.5 is the ones they sent me. They then started saying, oh, that's the ones for your mower. No, it's not. No, it's not. Has anybody in the world got a BMC Lawn Racer 20-inch cut self-drive mower? Please come on here and explain to me how I get the damn thing A, to drive, and B, that I can pull it backwards without the wheels locking. Because it's beaten me. I'm even at the point now of going to see Mick. Now, when I've got to that point, you know you're lost. Dusty, good evening, lovely. Perhaps you could help me. I'm hoping somebody somewhere has got one of these damn things. There's no drawings available. They're not available. And spares are like rocking horse poo. And when they send them to you, they send in the wrong parts. Am I at my wit's end? Yeah, of course I am. I'm about to chuck the whole lot in a dustbin. I'm done with it. However, as it says, where are we? There. I will succeed. Nothing's ever beat me yet. Trouble is, my mate who wants to buy the mower, his grass is long enough to make hay at the moment. You get a bit fed up waiting. I noticed I got a bit of delay as well, guys. So you might notice that. You might want to check that out for me. What else has been going on? Well, today we've actually booked a short cruise for the beginning of July, because we're now told that that they are going to do the, I think they call them stay cruises. Basically, they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to go round and round in circles. Going to get dizzy. But we've just arranged with another two couples of friends of ours we're off on this 3-night break on a cruise ship. P&O Britannia, I believe it is, which probably worked out to be the most, pound for pound, the most expensive cruise we've ever done per night. Normally we work on roughly about 100 to 120 pound a night. It's a rough idea of how much it costs to do a cruise, very roughly. But it's worked out more than that. However, we've got it sussed. We've got it booked. I've had the confirmation come through. I'm looking forward to it. If, of course, it goes ahead. I've had my 2 jabs. Anne gets her second one. What day is it today? Monday. On Wednesday. So that'll be that sorted out. I've even talked to, I see Mick down there. I've even spoke to Mick, said, well, why don't you come on a cruise? That way, then you could have paid for me. We had quite a discussion about it. And I think maybe one day, maybe, who knows, Mick might come along. At the moment, obviously, with Riley Boy, far more interested in Mickey Mouse and all the rest of it. It'll be more difficult for Mick and Sue and all the family. However, we look forward to it. Talking of which, I spoke to Mick this afternoon, put the phone down. Next thing you know, it rang again. Was it today or yesterday? It might be yesterday, actually. And Riley Boy had redialed me. Hi, Onker. He said, hello, Onker. Great. Absolutely great. He calls me Onker. Made my day, it read. Actually, lovely. Thomas, I've used a size 12 hammer on this mower, mate. I can promise you. Yeah, I've hit it left, right, centre, up, down. With the wheels off, it works. With the wheels on, it don't. It's got to be something to do with one of the wheels, one of the pins. I don't know. Somebody somewhere out there knows how to fix this damn thing. Ken, you're probably right at the moment. I'm gonna put the clip out, guys. Come and say hello to me. Come and wipe my brow. Because, where are we? Paste. There we go. Oh, dear. I haven't got my, what do you call it, Mick? Blue spanner thing working. Hey, Ken, give us a wave, mate. Cheers, mate. Come on up. Lovely to see you.
Yeah. I was trying to fill in, but you came back.
I've had all sorts of problems. I really have.
I had
welcome,
such good luck as Mick's warm-up band the other day. I figured I'd do it for you.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Come on in. You're welcome to see you all, as always.
Henry,
honest to God, the problems I've had today, you would not believe. These things are set to try us. Yeah. And
now, let me ask you, did Mick give you advice like turn the power on and off, or what kind of advice did he give you?
I can't use that language live, mate. It's weird. I really need to speak to somebody that's got one of these damn things and has sussed it out. Because you can't.
Is it an external camera though, Phil? What is it? External?
Well, my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an add-on. It's a Logitech.
Okay.
And it works lovely. It's a lovely picture, good microphone. But for some reason tonight, it wouldn't. The light came on to say it was working, but it wasn't there. So maybe I don't know, maybe I need a new camera. I don't know. Maybe it might be just a loose connection somewhere. Scotty, Tommy Red, mate. There you go. Come on up. Good to see you.
Leave it.
Yeah, leave it. Yeah.
Scuddy.
All right.
Henry, how are you, mate?
Camera's in the wrong place. That's
He's
better.
disappearing like Star Trek. When they phase
He is a bit, yeah, Scotty. You're disappearing into the ether, mate.
That's because I've only got very bodged job screen at the moment.
Right. Okay. Don't ask me for any
So it
advice
says on that
with
Yeah.
cameras and stuff.
Your computer's easy to deal with.
Oh, dear.
It's very easy. When it's a sleep mode, your computer when it's a sleep mode.
I don't. Right
What
up.
my PC
Okay,
did.
right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. What shall I have done then, Sparky?
Well, you should have at the bottom of your screen, you should see like a battery monitor or something like that. If you don't, you need to go into settings, look at Google, go to settings, and try and find out where your battery, where your mains thing is. I'll tell you how to do it on an email. I'll send you the diagrams.
All right, mate. That'd be really helpful because I was letting people down tonight.
Well, you've always, excuse me, nothing's new there, then, is it?
Sounds like there's a lot of aliens in there personally. But
Nice to see all the striped shirts, apart from one or two at the bottom. There we go.
Well, I got donuts instead. It's donut time. But I've got something else to say as well. Let's go for it. Come on.
It's donuts time with the Lawnmower Detective.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Are you the first one to do that, Sparky? Because I know he was asking everyone to do
Oh
something.
no, we've all done it.
There's three.
So there's three of us.
Yeah, I got it all
Jungle
set up
Bob's
to go,
done one.
Sparky, and then left it when I had my dinner.
Yeah.
So I probably left
Sparky's
it for
done one,
a good
and
40
AJP's
minutes.
done
So
one.
Yeah,
that would
you're-
make sense.
yeah.
Is that in his last video?
That would make sense, mate.
Yeah. So it's just it's one of the things you have to learn how to shut the shutting thing off because you don't want to put it into a sleep mode or inhibitor mode.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
shan't do it again, mate. That's for a fact.
Because what you need to do is set your screen up to a screensaver, like a you've got it built into the StreamYard. So press the 30-minute button or whatever it is till you go up, basically.
Okay, mate.
It keeps it
Yeah,
activated to hard drive.
yeah. Okay. I mean, to be honest with you, I had no idea what to do. That's why I ended up I restart the computer
If
and
you
then
press
everything's fine.
yeah, you just need to press the enter button and it would have come back up.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't press any buttons now.
In reality, this is what Conqueror's doing.
If all else fails, hit a button.
All right, William. Yeah.
Hey, William.
Dear, oh dear. How are you, William? How are you, mate? Good to see you. I
I
saw.
haven't got long tonight because I've been up since crack of dawn. So,
Oh right, okay. I saw
I've done
Stubby and Dusty on earlier on. I hope I haven't lost them.
No, 3 hours. I've done a 3 hour studio today and 3 hour yesterday, so I'm
Right, okay.
physically tired.
Oh well, whatever, mate. You stay as long as you want to, mate.
Yeah,
But,
it's up to you
whatever.
now. So Henry, how are you, Henry and Ken?
Great.
Beginning of a week. Nice and warm here, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Don't talk about warm. I think I've rented half of the Blackpool Illuminations there because I've got lights there, lights down, light there. It gets rather warm with this setup, don't you? So
Wait
I'm
till
You
gonna
look
have to-
overexposed, Scotty.
It's not overexposure. It's just so I can get his screen to work.
Oh right.
That's the problem I have with mine. Either I have too much light or not enough light.
There you go. That's the setup.
Oh, you got a
It is
blue
very-
screen. Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't got
Thomas.
a green
Yeah,
screen
conquer
yet.
shirt
I'm getting-
today. There's only a couple
ordered
people
my,
let us down.
I've ordered my green screen. It's just waiting on it to actually turn up.
William, get a wave,
All
William.
that is a bed sheet.
Hi, William. Good to see you, mate.
Hello, William.
Hello.
William?
Nice to see you wearing that mask properly.
I was gonna say it works better up.
Yeah.
There you go. I know you
I'm back here by myself, though.
How's the extrusion going, mate?
Oh, it's good. Good. Oh, good. Get ready to set wheel here. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Ken, I gotta say, mate, if you had your ears lowered today,
Yesterday, what is it? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday after my stream.
right, okay, mate, yeah, very smart.
Looks
Are
like
we
I've got a
witness-
massive hole in my head.
Are we going to witness Conquer get sucked into the, or not Conquer, William get sucked into the machine, so we're all witnesses now?
Nope.
Yeah, you know, you just hope those interlocks, Ken.
I tell you, you'd be surprised how many OSHA things are defeated in real life.
Yeah, there's always the stories in Honda when the guy went in to reset the robots. And they started up when he was in there.
Oh, Conquer, I'm on my last season of Crown. I'm on where he meets Diana. So I just started the last season.
Yeah, okay, mate. Well, enjoy. It's,
I know more about Britain than I ever want to.
yeah.
Interesting, though. It is interesting.
I was just trying to get your attention.
Oh.
Gary was holding that.
Hey, I'm in another world.
What did William say? Call the paramedics? What?
Yeah, we said,
Yeah, no,
medic.
Hey, I'm hung. I can't get out.
Is that ouch? That sore?
I'm hung. I can't get
Yeah.
out.
So as I was saying, guys, Ken, I've had a pretty stressful day.
Yeah.
Stressful getting nowhere. You know, it's
That's why my name goes
I
over
actually missed out on a mower locally. This woman was giving it away, said she can't start it. I'll have that straight away. But yeah, time I messed around with his other one, it's gone. It's
Yeah, I get a bunch of calls today about fixing stuff. A lot of times they'll call me up saying, I found this piece of junk. It doesn't have anything but second gear. Can you fix it? And I'm like, oh boy.
yeah, it's struggling a bit with the old solvents on the hands. They dry the skin out. You're not careful, and your hands all get cracked up. You guys get that problem or not?
I wear gloves most of the time.
Well, what's it called? I use my hands in Swarfiga, and then I use the Swarfiga moisturizer from them.
Yeah, I use the old Swarfiga. I must admit, it's good stuff, but
Oh yeah,
you know, my hands are a real mess at the moment. They're all cracking up.
You need to put a barrier cream on first.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
$24.99 from Amazon. A tube of it, barrier cream, a little bit
It's
on your hands
getting
before
there,
you
Rick, it's
start.
getting there. It's not
Yeah, but
finished yet.
Sparky, with all the
My
cooking you
boys
do
avoid
between the duck
adjustments.
fat, and pork fat, and all that, you probably have all instant moisturizer.
Yeah. We had a fantastic
This week
pizza
was
tonight.
already finished.
Fantastic.
Just all the joints start cracking open, you know.
Yeah. Stick yourself in some lard for a few days, you'll be fine.
Who is this large lady?
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Scotty, which mower are you working on, Scotty? You still working on that one?
I still got the McCulloch. I had problems with the height adjustment with it, so that's
Hi,
kind of,
Tommy. Good to see you, mate.
thrown
No
me
food
off.
yet,
but
Thomas,
I
too
think
early.
I've
Hours.
sorted it now. I think I've sorted it now. So
If you've got anyone in the basement, lob me out.
Yeah, all right. There's no problem at the moment, DJ.
Tommy Hanlon, hello.
So what have you guys been up to then?
You just don't want to know. I've been on radio every day nearly. 3 hours plus every day. Warm me
Wow.
out.
Yeah. It's getting more and more popular, Sparky. Is it your radio stuff?
I love it. 89,000 listeners plus.
Wow.
It's so
Wow.
good.
Wow.
I did a 5 o'clock one the other day. I didn't think anybody would be on. I got 19 Americans.
Yeah.
Well.
How can they tell how many people's listening? How do they do that?
Because of the app.
Right,
Because every time
okay.
you tune in, it leaves a file, like a file on the database, and every time the file comes back to the network.
it's so they can.
Do they do the same with like
Commercial
talk
radio,
about,
no, you can't tell commercial radio.
TV audiences as well, don't they?
Yeah,
Like
but that's all done.
9.7 million people watch it. How do they know? That
Well, the
9
TV one's done by Airwaves. and how many people's actually tuned in, because every single receiver you have in the house
That's good to
has a
hear, Rick.
specific airwave coder.
Right.
And every time you turn it on, the code goes to the network, and then it tells you how it data analyzes it.
Okay. I'm often wondering how they suss that out.
But now I had a lot of Americans in my radio the other day at 5 o'clock in the morning. Not a problem. They asking me questions about, well, how did you do this and that, and I knew one of them. So yeah, I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, right. I do.
Sounds good.
Well done, Rick's Murray's getting plenty in. I wish I could say the same. I put a couple up on the on locally for sale. No tickles. People want them for nothing around here. Here we go. Look, it's what you need, guys.
What the hell's that? Oh yeah, flow test.
That's the old flow test.
Yeah.
Live to fight another day. So Henry, tell us, mate, what have you been up to?
Oh,
You
not
been-
much.
You been running around?
Did a little shopping today, and then I get tired quickly, you know. So I came back in the house and kind of rested, you know. But I get up early in the morning, you know. And,
Yeah.
You know, can't sleep past 4 o'clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But you know, now that it's getting warmer, I can walk around a little more outside. You know, try to balance out my time. You know, so
Yeah.
I can do something. You know. Yeah.
Well, it's always good to see you, Henry. As you know that, you're always very welcome over here.
I got to
We
rebuild.
got kind of a soft spot for you, fella. We got a bit of a soft spot for you, mate. It's no good asking Ken what he's been up to. He just dropped off to sleep.
Yeah. You should turn William's mic off. It's quite loud.
Yeah, somebody's
it's-
mic is a bit
it's
loud.
really-
Sparky, hang on.
No, it's William.
No, that's William.
What you doing?
It's
Turn
not
your
me.
There you
You
go.
might need a mute. Yeah.
It's William. There you go.
Yeah. It's awful loud.
I've got automatic mute on my system, so you can't hear me.
All right. No, it was William. He's obviously busy.
Picks up a lot worse than StreamYard, it seems. 'Cause
So, Scotty, what have you been up to, mate? You sat there quiet, boy.
I've still been working on this McCulloch lawnmower. Got to get that one done, but I had a problem with the height adjustment. So I couldn't figure out what was going on. But I've managed to sort that out now,
Sparky.
it seems. So I'll be getting the last of that done. Finish that one off now. I'll be on to the next mower.
So, what's been the problem in the McCulloch there, mate?
Got a height adjustment problem. They wouldn't actually
All right.
engage the height adjustment on it. Most of
Okay.
it now, I think.
Sorry, there's a bit of noise there from William.
Hey, Sparky,
Yeah.
it shows on the radio, it says you're on at 7. Is that your time or my time?
UK time.
So when it shows your schedule there,
Yeah.
that's
7
7 a.m. your
In the
time?
morning. That's this morning.
Okay.
Oh, William's earning his dollar there tonight. There, look.
So I got to get up at 3 a.m. to make the 7 a.m. show.
I wonder why
You can
William.
replay
You
it.
can
You
listen
can replay
to it
it
on replay.
You can put it on replay.
Why does William have to wear a mask when he's all by himself?
Rules.
Yeah,
Snowflake.
It's all right. He's breathing everything through his nose. He's all right.
Can't hear you, William. You're muted.
Yeah.
Go on. What are you saying there, William?
Oh,
He'll cover his nose when he goes out for a cigarette. That's all.
that's how people come over here. So I have to. This guy even funked up. I got work. If somebody comes up, I just keep it on, bud.
Right.
I'm just going back into chat for 10 minutes.
All right, smart.
When the guys with
Did
the
anybody
OSHA
get
suits
any of
come in,
that,
you have to
or
run.
do you need a bit of translation there? Because I think I figured
Nope.
it.
Well, we've had a pretty interesting 24 hours over here, guys. You know, in Bristol, we've had these
Yeah, idiots.
riots and these idiots that are attacking to the police and stuff. You know, over
Yeah, a few
the COVID
police officers got
regulation.
injured, haven't they?
I cannot believe that they think they can do any good. You know, these guys. There's actually a picture, a video of one of these protesters. Would you believe, you guys in the States, when it's a woman and she literally cruppied down in front of the police line and urinated on them. Now I'm guessing her mother's going to be pretty proud of her.
Oh yeah.
You know?
No, different Bristol. Can
Oh,
a
okay.
city called Bristol.
Okay.
Bristol Motorworks. Well, Bristol is quite a large city, actually.
Yeah, it's a large city. That's what it is.
Snobby, what's up, mate? You got bad ears? Mute William. Yeah, I've just I have muted him. Have I or not? I have now.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Honestly, I didn't find it that loud. I'm more than 75% volume wise.
Yeah, that's a pregnancy test. I'm not pregnant with mixed child.
Yeah.
Oh dear, yeah. Great one, Thomas. Thank you. I like that.
Tommy, the cat is at the vet as we speak, getting checked out. So.
Oh, your cat, is that for its farting problems, Ken?
Oh my God! Yesterday, Phil. Oh my God! I think it's what we're feeding him. We went from the kitty food to adult food, and now it's pure adult food, not the half and half. So I think it may be too much protein, or just too rich for him, or something.
Right. Yeah.
Or that, or he's just doing it for spite, and he's just a nasty cat.
We've funny enough, we were talking about, I just said earlier on about this cruise that we're just booking up on. We've obviously got to worry about the dogs, because obviously the old boy, he needs special care, like, he's an old man now.
Right.
But we've actually found one of our neighbors that normally takes our dogs out for a walk, because she likes to go for a walk, but she feels more happy, more secure with a dog,
Is it just the one, Phil?
No, we got two. We got two Jack Russells, mate. And they call them ankle biters, but I tell you what, if Jack Russell gets hold of you, they ain't gonna let go in a hurry. Anyway, they've come back and said, look, we'd be more than happy. We'll house sit for you. Look after the dogs and stuff whilst you're out. Because it's only three nights.
Party at Phil's.
Sorry?
Party at Phil's.
Absolutely, yeah. We don't mind, mate. We really don't mind.
Got to lock the liquor cabinet, that's all.
That's a problem. But we know there's an organisation over here in the UK called housesitters.com. And it's basically people all around the UK that are prepared to house sit.
Yeah, and strip everything out of it.
With all the animals.
Yeah, we have that here. Usually it's teenagers or college kids.
The ones that we've used, we use we call her the Mad Welsh Woman. She's mad as a box of frogs, but she loves dogs. She turns up here at our house in a motor van with her own dog, and she's well known around here. We've used her 3 or 4 years now, and even in bright sunshine, you'll see her walking the dogs in a pair of wellies in her back in bright sunshine. She's as mad as a box of frogs. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. but she's a lovely lady. The dogs think she's wonderful, you know. So
Hey, Phil, I just had to verify what you said because I hadn't heard it before. But Oxford English Dictionary, yeah, it's a real phrase.
man is a box of frogs.
Yeah, I thought you made it up. Nope, it's real.
Yeah, it's a real one. Yeah,
Never heard that one though. Completely insane and crazy, it says.
Absolutely, and that is it. She's a lovely lady. We always leave her freezer full of food, you know, all the ready meals. She uses every one of them plus more.
So you're leaving. When you're leaving?
Yeah, it works out really well. Love her a bit.
When you going, Phil?
July we're going off for. I won't say date, obviously, when we're live, but yeah, we're off in July. Only 3 nights, but they'll be here anyway.
So what's that? 7,800 laps around the dock?
Well, we're not quite sure where they're going to go. They're not stopping anywhere. I'm guessing, Ken, they will probably go down the English Channel, turn around, then go back up through the Channel to the North Sea, maybe. Turn around.
Now, what's the enticement though, Phil? Is it gambling, food? What's the enticement of this cruise?
Just for a break, mate? Just for a break. I mean, you get looked after. You get good food.
Mm-hmm.
Always good company. Anne loves her jumping up and down, her keep fit, and they do a load of that on the ship. It's just, you know, just to get away, Ken. To be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I believe it. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. I really am now. So I'm hoping there was a way somebody might come along and fix that mower for me.
You getting any work on making those fly rods or what?
Yeah, I've just got a job come in the other day, Henry. Somebody's managed to snap one of the rings, the eyes, off his rod. In fact, I've only just, funny enough, here, where are we? It turned up today. The replacement, the size of this thing. Where are we? Give you an idea. There's my finger next to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's. I've got to wrap that on there with some thread.
And then what do? Put some kind of like a glue on there too?
And I use 2-part epoxy.
Epoxy, okay.
So 2-part epoxy. I normally use what they call A thread, which is very fine, and then 2-part epoxy, 2 coats of that, and that will stay on there forever.
Nice.
All right, Scotty, thanks for dropping in, mate. Yeah, I'll pop the thing out again. There we go. Where are we? Boom.
Boom.
There you go. Yeah, so you know, it's been one of those days. But hey, if life was always simple, we all get bored, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But I really do need some help with this one. I know what's going to end up happening. I know I should end up going up to see Mick. I know that's going to happen. But I mean, what I thought I needed was some 13 mil washers for a spacer today. You ever try to find a 13 mil spacer, a 13 mil washer?
What, thickness or diameter or what?
The ID. 13 mil ID.
Yeah, so that's what, 5/18, a little over ½ inch.
Yeah, a fraction over ½ inch.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it anywhere. I know I've managed to find a couple penny washers and stuck them on the drill bench.
Did yours actually have the wave springs in there or no?
No.
Would it have the retaining rings?
Yeah. Just spacers, mate. Just very fine washers. What do you call them?
Like shims?
Shims, yeah. Even those, it's weird sizes, mate. It's I measured it up. It was 13.25. It's got, I don't know what that is in imperial. It's weird sizes.
No, is that something you can drill out with a drill press and then cut out to
Well,
make
that's what I've done, Henry. Yeah, that's what I've
500,
done.
522,000. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird sizes, mate.
Mm.
And you know, it's like I said, they sent the wrong pins. And they said, "Oh, that's the right ones according to your part number." No, it's not. I know
What
it's
diameter are the pins? You can't buy a drill rod or something? Just make them yourself?
they're 5 mil.
You can't just buy some 5 mil drill rod and make your own?
Well, I went looking for 5 mil dowel pins.
Or a drill bit, just cut it.
Well, that's the other thing around it, mate. It's I'm running out of options, Ken. To be honest with you, I don't think for 1 minute it's the pins or the gear.
Mm.
I think it's all to do with space between the it's binding. You know, the gear itself, the drive gear, is binding on the wheel gear. You know, the inside of the drive wheel has a gear. Yeah.
You said you swapped left right though. Did you put it back the other way?
Yeah, I've swapped them around, and it stays with the side, not with the wheel.
You got to do a video, Con. Show us show us that in the video so we can see what you're talking about. That's all.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, I will do. Yeah.
Is the gears in the wheel are all good? No, nothing stripped.
Yeah, they all look good, mate. They all look good.
They might look good, but do they have that angle they need and all that, or are they squared off or rounded off that makes them not want to go into gear?
I don't see anything, mate, to be honest with you. I'm just thinking if I did I don't think I did a video to show Mick. No, I don't think I did.
But
where are we?
by hand, you could free wheel those sprockets, right? And
Yeah,
they'll go
absolutely.
forward.
Absolutely, no problem at all.
It's only when you put the wheel on.
Yeah, it's got to be a wheel issue, and that's why I've been playing around with spacers, thinking maybe the wheel's going in too far and binding that way.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to space the wheel outwards.
Yeah. Something's not in that right spot.
Yeah, it's got to look there. I even got the point. I took a size 12 hammer to the axle and gave it a slap just to see if it was maybe slightly off kilter, you know?
Right.
But I didn't bend a lot.
Are they like these, Phil?
Yeah, that's it, mate. That idea, yeah. Yeah.
With gear around the outside, inside, yeah.
Yeah, runs around on the inside of the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a BMC. Yeah.
That's what they run around on. But it sticks with the side, not with it. You can swap the wheels around and it stays with that one side. The problem is I get drive, but I don't get free wheel to pull the thing back. It binds. So you know your mower, you put it in drive, yeah, off it goes.
Yeah.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let go the drive, so then you should be able to free wheel it back, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's where the wheels bind.
There's one on eBay UK now that shows a wheel, but then it shows what looks like a washer and a spacer. Like it shows a wave spring and a spacer bushing or something. I don't know.
The wave. That's what I was thinking about. The wave ring.
Yeah, like a smally wave washer. Like
Yeah, I know the wave washers you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
I've not seen a drawing looking like that, Ken, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking on eBay UK because they got a bunch of stuff out there. I'm wondering if they just happen to show parts of the drive system.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a drawing, it would be easy.
Oh, yeah. But BMC, you know, Phil, I spent hours. I couldn't find much of anything for the lawn racer. Different models, yes, but not the lawn racer.
Yeah. It's. I mean, I think I've shown you the way the gear works. I'm sure I've shown you the picture. I mean, that's the gear. Where are we? That is the gear, the gearbox.
Yeah, the transmission.
And that works purely by, you see the spring there on the left-hand side? That's
you're
the
just-
cable.
You're just tilting it. That's all you're doing.
All it does is tilt it. That's all it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, so it tightens up against the belt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just puts a bit of tension on the belt. Otherwise, it just slips all the time. You know, it's an absolute crap design.
Now, there's no belt guides on that, right?
On the gearboxes, there are two guides there. Yeah.
Guides, okay.
I don't know if you can see them actually. Yeah, that one there, Henry. You can just about pick up the guide on the bottom right-hand side there.
Right. Yep.
You see, there's a guide against the belt, against the pulley.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
But now, what I'm seeing is you have that belt between two springs. Is that what I'm seeing?
The spring there on the left is on the end of the cable that just pulls that just swivels the gearbox down. That's all that spring on that side.
No,
There's another small spring
right
that fits there that holds up against the top of the baffle when it's fitted.
Right. But that looks like it would interrupt that belt.
Sorry, say again, Henry.
That small spring looks like it would interrupt that belt from going around on that drive gear. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if I'm seeing.
Yeah, sure, I understand.
Because it looks like once you would pull that pulley up, it would
Yeah, there is a small spring there actually. You can see on the inside of the belt.
Right.
That
Looks
needs
like
to be pulled upwards.
once you pull up that tension on that pulley, it looks like that belt would squeeze into that spring.
Yeah, that spring there normally is just hanging there, Henry. That is pulled around and upwards and hooks over the baffle.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's actually in the wrong position. That would be normally standing upright to look at the picture.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it looked like it was interfering with it. You know?
Yeah, sure it does. Look at that picture. It's not a very good example actually, but yeah, that would then reverse, so it's standing up and then hooks over the baffle.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's no tension. There's no tension on it, and why it doesn't freewheel backwards, I can't make that understanding. You know.
Yeah, I'm the same, mate. I am the same. This is why I'm struggling with the whole thing. If I take the wheel off, that cog will spin freely.
Right.
Yeah. As soon as I put the wheel back on, it starts to bind. So it has to be something to do with the cog interference fit with the wheel splines.
Exactly.
Yeah. Looks like we frightened everybody off.
I wish I was there so I could look at it and play with it.
Yeah, and I'm sure, Henry, you guys would be able to look at it and think, oh yeah, you're missing so and so, and I'm sure you're right. But I've spent hours sat there staring at it, playing with it, thinking I've got it sussed. Put the wheel back on. No.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes another set of eyes and hands, and boom, it's done.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you're right, mate.
So
if Ken's right, it's not a BMC mower fan.
No.
I will never ever entertain one into my workshop again.
Okay.
That's the point I've got to.
But once you master it, it's going to be no problem. You can take them all in and fix them again,
It's not coming to my workshop again, mate. I'll tell you. No way. It's the small gear hitting the inside of the tire. I can get it to foul if I can get the wheel on too far inboard. It will foul the inside of the wheel. And again, I'm having to shim out the wheel or the because that's the other strange thing, you know, when you put the wheels on, they go further on the shaft than the threaded piece on the end of the shaft.
Yeah. So that might be what your problem is. It's jamming it too tight.
Yeah, but I'm talking here about maybe a quarter of an inch.
Yeah, but you have all those ribs inside the wheel.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe once
Yeah.
you put the wheel on there, that's going to hit one of those ribs, and that's why it's not coming back.
Right. But if I come out too far, then the drive cog won't engage on the inside of the wheel.
Yeah. Usually they only go in about halfway into the wheel, not even all
Yeah,
the way.
yeah, about halfway. That's why when they wear it, you always see it's always half worn. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Because the wear pattern I can see is roughly where I'm putting it back together. So maybe I'm trying to get the wheel on too far.
Too far, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you got to ship it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I can shim it out. Because I think, to be honest with you, I think this is a pup. The rear, for want of a better word, the baffle plate on the back of the wheel that stops the rubbish getting inside, yeah? That is a loose, sloppy fit.
Right.
It's not held on with anything. It's very, very poor design. It looks like it's missing spacers to hold it in place. And the only way I'm going to get those will be to turn them up on the lathe, I think.
Now that's a plastic cover, like, right?
Yeah. And it's to stop the dirt and the grass to getting inside the wheel itself.
Right.
I think what I might do is I'll try and do a video and put it up of the issue.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it. Yeah.
Just to see. I mean, the motor is sweet as a nut.
There's got to be someone in the UK that'll look at your video and know what the hell you're talking about. Because here in the States, though, I'm not even familiar with that brand, you know?
No, it's a UK thing, mate. It's BMC stands for British Motor Corporation, or it used to.
Yeah.
I don't think it even stands for that in this context. And I think that the mower themselves is based as a web. I believe it's a badged web.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, Webb was the manuals that I found. That was because I guess Webb owns BMC, or they make them for BMC.
I'm just looking at some of the comments coming up through here. There's some good ideas coming through. Does it need a cotter key behind it and the shaft? When you say a cotter key, that's, I would call a cotter key a flat or flattened key with angled ends.
A cotter key.
This is just a small pin, for want of a better word.
Yeah, our cotter key is like a double ended. Once you get it in there, you spread it apart. So
right. Yeah.
But it might be that you need a split pin in there. You know, the split pin is going to spread out, so it gets tight. You know.
Right. Joe, what I'm going to do, guys, I am going to do a video of it. I'll set up the camera, and I'll put something up on the video. Trying to because it's very difficult to talk about without pictures, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, a picture is 1,000 words, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Right, Mrs. just feed the dogs. In the feeding time at the zoo.
How you doing?
There she goes. Bless her.
Yeah. So you ate already, right? I mean, you had your dinner.
Sorry, Henry, missed that one, mate. Sorry, I missed it.
You had your supper already, all right?
I've had my supper. Yeah, I did, mate. It's that's why I was a little bit late. But although I did say I was going to be later.
Yeah.
But then, of course, as Sparky said, I let the PC go to sleep, which makes a change. It's normally me. It's either me or Ken asleep normally.
Mm-hmm. So you got what are you working off of, a desktop PC or a laptop?
I'm on a PC, mate.
So the desktop, right? It's
Desktop, yeah. It's
Hey, Phil, the best luck I have is when I look up web mower, because when you look up web, you can find exploded views of the drive system. You know,
yeah,
BMC doesn't give me anything, but when you type in web mower, it'll give you different diagrams. You know.
yeah. I think that's the one I've seen, mate. Because if you look at that, it shows the bearing as a unit. Yeah, the two
Yeah.
bearings there.
Yep.
There's nothing like that on the one I have.
Huh.
It's the bearings are in a housing
Mhm.
as part of the axle assembly.
Yep. I'm looking up a website. What's it called? Mowersonline.co.uk.
Right.
And it's showing all the web parts.
I think Dirt Rider's got it's called a row pin. Yeah, I think that's what they call them, row pins. I was trying to call it drive pin, but I think row pin. Although a row pin can be split down the center, can it?
Well, there's split pins that have the one split. Then you have coil pins, which are called roll pins, that are rolled all the way to the center, that are 10 times stronger.
right.
But they allow you to tap them in the hole with the strength of a solid dowel.
Yeah. This row pin got a split that runs from end to end.
That's
No.
called a split pin.
Split pin, right? Well, we have a
Coil pin's called a spiral pin.
right. I think
It's
the
spiral
terminology is slightly different.
Yeah. Spiral pins are used when you need the strength, but you need the ease of installation to be able to tap it in and out.
Right. Yeah. I always seem to get these jobs that go on forever.
Now, what do you think? Do you think somebody might have changed the wheels out on that?
I begin to wonder, to be honest with you. I mean, I even took the bearings out of the wheel just to see. Now, to me, the wheels would take two types of bearing. Would you believe?
Yeah, one outside bearing and one inside bearing. Right?
Yeah. At the moment, what they have on there is the two the same. But looking on what I would say would be the outside, it should be a larger bearing, diameter-wise.
Right. Now, the inside bearing should have a shoulder on it, probably, to keep the distance away.
Yeah, it goes into a blind hole.
Mm-hmm.
It can only go so far, and that's it.
Right, but on the inside, the inside dimension should have probably a shoulder to keep that plastic piece up against the wheel itself. You know.
Yeah, and it's like a blind hole. So the bearing can only go in so far. That's right. Yeah. Now on the outside of the wheel, it looks to me. I mean, I can go and get the wheel and show it to you. It looks to me like it would take either a small bearing or a larger bearing that both would fit.
Yeah, the outside dimension probably both fit. Yeah, but the inside is the important part.
2 seconds. I can put my hand on the wheel, and I will bring it in and show it to you. Sorry if this is getting boring, guys. Let me know. I'm using everybody's experience here. Someone's asked me, can I swap the wheels around? Yes, I can, John T. Makes no difference. The problem stays with that side, not with it doesn't swap with the wheel.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to go to the expense of getting some new bearings. It wouldn't make sense. Why would anybody swap two bearings?
Well, maybe I said maybe they didn't swap the bearings. Maybe they swapped the whole wheel from another unit.
Yeah, I suppose. 2 seconds. Let me get the wheel. I'll bring your wheel in. 2 seconds. You're in charge, Ken.
Oh, I'm never in charge. Now, I just found a web parts thing here. Trying to in on it.
Yeah, if we could have a photo of the original wheel to what he's going to bring in, probably would be ideal to be able to see if somebody else swapped those wheels, you know? Because the bearings that I've seen on some have a shoulder on it on the inside part of the bearing. And
I'm looking at an exploded view of a Webb gearbox assembly in the back of one of these mowers, and it's got a lot more parts than you're talking about. I mean, it's got, instead of one of those pins, it looks like it's got two of them.
Yeah, one for the gear itself probably, and one for it not to go past the point.
It almost looks like they're opposing each other. Weird. But when you zoom it in, it just gets blurry. That's what's.
Yeah. It's when you got to take a picture of it at a clear view, and then from the picture zoom it out. You know.
Yep. I'm trying to save the picture. It's on Manuals Live. I like using Manuals LIB, Manuals Live.
Okay.
That's usually pretty good.
Oh, it's getting cold out there now. Right, here's a wheel. Forget the arrow, that's just me trying to work out which wheel went where. That's the outside.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah, it's recessed. What, do you got a groove in there as well?
Yeah. And there's the
inside, right?
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Now that bearing, I would say, had to have a little more inside, the inside dimension on the outer portion, maybe another 1/8 of an inch sticking out as a shoulder.
Yeah, because if you look at this here, it's very difficult to show it on 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
Let me just
There's
see.
Shoulder on that one, huh?
Now, where are we? It's just inside there. Where are we?
Yep.
There could be a bearing could go in there, a larger bearing.
I see. Yep. And they got
Could, in theory. I'm trying to see. I can't see myself here. There we go.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're thinking that somebody put the same bearings in there instead of putting one size
bigger bearing.
Right, on the inside.
Yeah, because a bigger bearing with a bigger ID, although the same size, bigger OD would fit in there.
Right. Yeah, I'd figure why, unless they got some kind of end cap that clips on there.
Yeah, there's an end cap that sits on the end.
Yeah.
And I've checked that goes into the first rebate.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this is a blow up of the Webb diagram.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's anything like yours, Phil.
I'm not sure
Where
what
you got
number. Can't
two
work out
thrust.
what 3 is, Ken.
Which number, Phil?
I can't work out what 35 is.
Let me see what shows in the parts list. Hold on.
That's 2 roll pins, it looks like.
Hold on, 35. Hold on, 35. Hold on. Come on. 35, it says pin.
Yeah.
So 35, it's showing 2 pins per side, though, opposed to each other.
One pin, mate.
It shows 2 pins opposed to each other.
Yeah, there's only one pin, one hole through the center of the shaft.
And then it's showing what's called a ratchet part. 34 is a ratchet, which is what they're calling the gear, the ratchet.
Yeah, yeah.
35, they're saying 6 pins total. So
No.
three. Oh, there's 3 pins, Phil. 3 pins on this one.
Yeah,
There's
there's only. Yeah, there's only.
Is
There's
there
only
supposed to be 3? Because this one, yeah, okay, makes sense now. If you're looking at this drawing, hold on. If you're looking at this drawing, they actually show. See 35. There's actually 3 of them. There's 3 pins. There's a thrust washer in back of it, a thrust washer on the other side of it, and 3 pins.
Yeah.
And it would make sense because the 3 would act like sprags. So as you rotate in one direction, they climb up and engage, and then disengage when you pull it in reverse. You know, that's what that's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Because you know how the rollers would roll up the ramp and then they'd engage and then roll back down on the gear. Where's the actual gear? You got the drive gear?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Because a lot of times you'll see the ramp, it has the ramp, and the pins will roll up the ramp in one direction, engage, and then roll back down when you go backwards, so you're not, rubbing.
Yeah, and that's what I've got. But there's only 1 pin through the axle that goes on.
No, there's 1 pin through the axle, but these 3 pins are like sun and planetary. They go around it and they ride up it.
Yeah, they're all they're all part and parcel of the mold itself, of the actual gear.
Yeah, I'd have to see the back of the gear.
2 pins. 2 pins. I got half a mower in here in a minute. There ain't much left, I'll tell you.
Now I want to see the back of that gear to see. You know what I'm talking about, Henry? Where it forms like the 3 ramps, so it's like a unidirectional, like a sprag.
Yeah.
Or like a clutch.
Hopefully he's got that sprocket clean enough so to see if there's any holes back.
Yeah, because it looks like on this one you have a gear with ramps, 3 pins, and a thrust washer fore and aft to hold the pins, and it automatically, as it rotates, the friction will engage them in one direction only.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. I don't know.
Well, they got all these different mowers out there in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Stuff that we haven't seen here.
A wedge pen. Yeah, the wedge principle dirt rider, yeah. But we used to call them sprags. We would ride up the ramp in one direction, almost like an overriding clutch on a Briggs engine. Where in the one direction it'll ride up, in the other direction it won't. But using pins instead of balls.
Right. Yeah, you could determine that action by the same way as the old ball and starter gear.
Yeah, and there would definitely be left versus right, because the left wouldn't work on right and vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh, is Allie here? Hello, Allie. Oh, here we go. Zoom in, Phil. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, right. Oh, hang on. Hey? Yeah, I just shut the door, love. Right, here's the drive.
Yep. Where's the back end? Yeah, there you go. Exactly what I said. You need 3 pins.
And that works with the wheel on, Ken.
But you need 3 pins, Phil. 1 pin ain't going to do it. You need 3.
But there's only 1 hole, mate.
No, but there's 3 ramps. Look, there's 3 ramps. So you need 3 pins. The rollers will rest on the shaft. The thrust washers will hold them in place. And as you rotate in one direction, they'll engage, but they won't engage in the other.
Right.
It has to be 3 per side.
But there's only 1 pin, mate.
Yeah, but he's missing them. They screwed you. They're supposed to be 3 and 3. All the parts diagrams I see on these web mowers show 6 per assembly, 3 and 3.
Yeah, they're further back along the shaft, mate.
I don't know, Phil. I see 3 ramps there, not just 1 pin. 3 ramps.
But there's literally 1 hole through the center of the shaft. There is only the 1 hole, mate.
But it's not. They're riding on the top of the shaft, not through it.
No, through it. It ends up looking like that.
No. I'm saying they go the other way. I'm saying they go this way. They go straight axially, not radially.
Right.
They go axially, in line with the center line of the shaft. They rest on top of the shaft, okay, like a planetary and sun gear. They rest on top of the shaft. Yes.
Like
yes,
yeah,
3 of them. They rest on the shaft, and in one direction they'll engage, and in the other they won't.
Right.
Yeah, but where's the other end going to go?
No, they just.
What's that? The thrust washers hold them in.
Yeah.
The 2 thrust washers, one on outside, one on inside, hold them in. So when you rotate in one direction, it's like a bearing race. It's acting to roll them in one direction and then not roll in the other.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
It makes sense. You got 3 ramps. They call it 6 rollers on the web parts list for every web mower. I think that's what it is. There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
They rest on top of the shaft. You put it together with the thrust washer before and after, which retains them axially. And then the friction, when you roll them, they're acting like roller bearings on the shaft, and that's acting like the outer race.
But they're sticking out like that, Ken. I mean, where are we? Sorry. I'm not doing very well here, but they stick out like that far.
Yeah. I don't know. I know. I'm just saying, it just seems like that way to me, Phil. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see three ramps there. It just makes sense.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
When I put it together with the hole through the shaft, it works fine, absolutely fine. Because what happens is the pin tends to drop as it spins. It will engage, and the opposite way, it will then roll over the ramp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Show me again on the face side. Show me the face. Show me the ramps with the pin in it. Put the pin in it. So you're saying the sloppiness of the hole, the pin will just drop and automate. Yeah, but say you got grease in there and the pin. Yeah, so you don't have much room to drop though.
Yeah, they tend to oscillate.
No, I know what you're saying. But the only thing is, if it had any bit of dirt or grease in there, it would jam up and never work though. You know what I mean? Yeah, unless there was a spring in there or something, to keep it pushed out. You know? Huh? I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, but to me, I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird, mate.
Yeah. Huh. Because the thing is, if it worked like that, then why would you need 3 ramps? You only really need 1, you know? Huh.
Exactly. Yeah.
And every web mower I call up shows 3 pins. That's what doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because I've looked at drawings when you're right. I see pins, but I also see holes in the shaft at different places.
Yep.
And there's only the one hole on this shaft.
Unless the hole's for a split pin to hold everything in, you know, to retain everything.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Huh.
I've seen indents whereby a C clip could fit, but it doesn't go against anything.
Yeah.
I've caused in trouble. I know I have.
No, it's interesting. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm looking at the drawings. I'm like, how the hell is it retained? It shows a washer, the gear, 3 pins, another washer. That's weird. It's showing 3 going axially though on my drawing.
But where will they go to, Ken? I mean, that's the thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying. There's retaining rings. There's a retaining ring groove outside, a retaining ring groove inside that holds the thrust washers to hold the gear on the outside, to hold the inside of the pins. Oh, that's what's showing on this drawing.
Sure.
Because to me, I don't know. I know what you're saying with the pin going vertical, but to think that it would have to drop through a hole and rely on the slop and no dirt getting in there, to me, doesn't seem like a design, you know? Huh. I'm gonna do more research, Phil. Now you got me going again.
Yeah, it's
but it's definitely showing 3 on the side with a washer fore and aft, a washer at the front, at the outside where the gear is flat, and a washer on the inside and back supporting the 3 axial rollers.
Phil, did it work when you first got it? Did it
No,
work?
sir. No, it was a problem when I first got it.
Okay.
It was a problem when I first got it.
So whoever probably worked on it probably lost the other pins, and that's the way you got it. And now that's the way you figure it only gets 1 pin. It probably does get the 3 pins and the washers and the retainer clips, and those are probably all missing.
But I can't see where the pins would go to, mate. There's nothing on the axle.
They sit on the axle.
Yeah, they sit on the axle. The axle's the inner race.
There's no race. Yeah, I'll do a video and show you guys.
Yeah, I can see the hole too, Phil. I'm looking at the drawing, and there is actually a hole, but I'm wondering. I don't know. I see the hole, Phil. I see what you're saying, but it's showing 3 pins.
Yeah,
that is weird. I don't know. I got more research to do, Phil.
Yeah, it's whoever can sort this one out, we'll tell you what, are a very clever man.
I'm just surprised I don't see any videos or anything on these webs. Nothing.
No,
oh, Phil, you know what it's showing? A spring. I think a spring goes in that hole. It's showing a spring. They got the drawing screwed up. 36 and 37 details messed up. There's a spring that goes in that hole, Phil.
A spring in the hole.
Yep.
The outer
There's
hole, the big.
There's a
Right?
spring in the hole. Yep. Because I looked at the detail. It says 36 is transmission. No, 37 is transmission. 36, it's called drive spring.
Right.
I'm going to look up the part number for that and see if they show a picture of it.
So
It's
it must
definitely
be a
called the
spring
drive spring.
holding that washer against one side of those thrust wash pins, and then there's another thrust washer on the opposite side. So it's holding it like a sandwich.
Right. The spring goes in the hole of the axle.
Correct. Because it shows the spring directly above the hole. So I'm assuming the spring goes, it's called self-propelled spring, part number WE Web 104-37.
Well, trying to suss it.
Yes, I think you're missing a few parts.
Henry, I'm beginning to think you're right. I think it's a pup.
Yep.
I think somebody's been in there, and you know, I mean, I can normally suss these things out. You know,
Yeah.
I got an engineer's head. I can see mechanically how something works, and at the moment, I'm getting half of it to work. That's what I don't understand is one side works and the other side doesn't. Yeah?
Yeah, that's. And both wheels are the same. They got that.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I can swap that wheel either side, makes no odds.
Right.
I don't think there's any wear in there you can see. Hang on. There's no major wear.
No, it looks pretty clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. But I see where it's hitting on those 1/4 inch. What do you call them? Ribs.
Yeah. That's where I think it was going on too far.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got ourselves a project.
Yeah. I'm sorry anybody on the comments who if it's boring.
Mm.
But I mean I'm using some serious brains here from these guys.
Just when you call up Web, you don't get a lot of clear drawings, you know, and when you try and zoom in on stuff, it's blurry. But when I saw 3 ramps, Phil, I figured, and it says 6 pins per assembly on the drawing.
Yeah.
You know, and it shows a spring directly above that hole, and it calls it drive spring. So it's got to keep them or somewhere or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I'm just wondering, is that a different mower, different setup?
Yeah. Oh, sure. It's not a racer, but it's a Web BMC.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
you know. Now, on your shaft, do you have retaining ring grooves on your shaft?
There are, yes, but they're covered up by spacers.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying you actually have for external retaining rings to keep everything axial.
There is on the ends of the shaft. Yeah, there's grooves there for.
There's not one in back of the hole toward the gearbox.
And there's one there, but it's way back. Goes underneath the bearing.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's. I think the best thing I will do, Ken, is I will get a video. I'll set a camera up and just show.
Oh yeah.
What's going on? You know.
Yep. Mikey Yo-Yo. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. A Sprague arrangement. Exactly what I'm thinking.
Ken, that 3-pin Sprague I've seen on the
That's what That's what it sounds like to me. A Sprague setup. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Interesting.
I can understand, you know, what you're saying. Why you're saying it because.
Hey, on the gear where the ramps are, do you see round indentations where those pins would have dug into those ramps on the top? You know what I'm saying? Do you see any type of indentation in there where the ramps where they would have hit those ramps? Any wear marks in there? Any cut? Do you feel with a fingernail? Do you feel like there's any kind of indentation where those pins?
Certainly wear on that face, on the faces there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's difficult to show it, Ken.
Yeah. That's the thrust face, though. Yeah. Yeah. I just thinking if it was what you were saying, where the pin was vertical, you definitely have some marks where the top or bottom of the pin would strike every time.
Yeah, sure.
Do you see those marks there? Yeah.
There are marks there, Ken. I don't know if you can. If I put pen there.
Yeah.
Just there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a strike mark there.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely. On all three of them.
Yeah. What I would do though, Phil, just for the hell of it, even though your pins are short, take 3 of them, put them on those ramps, slide it onto the shaft, and rotate it, and see what happens. See if it actually does anything. Make an effective bearing where you're using that as the outer race, then the rollers as the rollers, and then the shaft as the inner race, and slide it together and rotate it and see if it actually engages.
Sure.
Got nothing to lose.
Well, no, I got absolutely. I mean, as Mick said to me, he said, "Well, if you're going to go buy some pins, just get yourself, the right size nail, cut the nail up in bits."
Yeah,
and
or 5mm drill bit. Yeah. Yep.
But I don't know, mate.
Interesting.
It is. It's a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I do it, Phil. I just love the challenge.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're here for at the end of the day.
Sure.
But, oh well. Happy days.
Yeah.
What else should we put right in the world?
All right. Hey, the cat just got home, so I'm going to hit it and see what's going on with Virgil. So.
All right, Ken. It's good to see you, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to do some more research. Hopefully, I'll find something else. I'll talk to you later, guys. Good seeing you, Phil. Henry.
And you, mate. You take care.
Right.
Cheers, man.
See everybody in the chat.
Bye, mate.
Bye-bye.
You're right there, Henry.
I'm letting my cat in. She was knocking at the door.
Oh wow! I'll put the link up just to see if there's anybody else like to come along.
Yeah, it's almost time for my dinner.
It's been a strange one tonight, to be honest with you. It started badly, it's gone downhill. Yeah, I'll put the link out just to see.
Yeah.
If not, then we'll call it a night. So I'm still trying to get my head around it, William. This 3-pin business, I can't quite suss that. I can't see how that works. However, we'll give it a look.
Yeah, I got to bow out for a minute here. I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, all right, Henry. Listen, I'm gonna draw a curtain on it. I think we'll have an early night unless somebody comes in.
All right.
All right, mate. Good to see you.
Yeah, same here.
Take care now. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh my God!
I thought you found a mask.
You got a mask on everything there, mate. Oh, nice.
We had a changeover. How's it going? Again.
Yeah, it's been interesting. We've had a good yap about a problem I've got. I think I've exhausted everybody tonight, to be honest with you. But never mind, not a problem.
Have you got it figured out yet?
Not yet, mate, but we will. We'll suss it. I've got to set myself up a job to get everything videoed, and then see what I can do to sort out. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Welcome.
Yep. All right.
I was hoping you might have some ideas as well. William, I'll just let's just talking, mate. I'll mute your mic because it's quite noisy.
Too loud. Okay.
Just put your hand up if you want to say anything. All right.
Okay. That's fine.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
You're all right, Conker.
Yeah, well done. It's have you been listening to the conversation here? Have you? Can you hear me there, mate?
Yeah, of course I can, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you heard the conversation about this drive on this mower I'm trying to sort out. It's
I ain't got a clue.
no, it's nor me, mate. To be honest with you, nor me.
To be honest, if I got one of them in, I'd turn it into a push mower.
Well, yeah. The trouble is, the guy that wants it, he wants a drive, and I'm thinking of just saying no. I'm going to cut my losses and take the drive out completely.
Yeah.
Because it's just a pain in the ass at the moment, to be honest with you. And I've spent more time on this than I have on. Well, I don't know.
If I get a mower in like that, I just turn it into a push mower. So
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm having a problem at the moment. Nothing seems to be selling down here. It's I mean, I've only got a couple of things out at the moment, but people don't want to spend the money at the moment. I don't quite understand what's going on. Last year, I was putting stuff out. It was going within sort of 2 or 3 minutes. It was going, like, you know.
I've got a load of stuff on eBay, like, and it's selling well. So
yeah. Well,
sometimes like you get something in, like, and you think, is it worth repairing? If it's going to cost a lot of money, then no, I'll just strip it down and stick it on eBay, and you end up getting more than you would if you fix it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm at that point. I'm the only reason I've got this one promised to somebody, but I'm coming to the point when, unless Ken and Henry, Mick and them can come up with the idea on how to fix it, I'm gonna take a hammer to it, and I'm done with it. You know, I mean, life's too short, quite frankly, to be buggering about with this drive nonsense. You know. I mean, at the moment, it owes me about £17. So at the moment, you know, I could get that for the carb. I mean, the mower. The motor itself is in good condition.
You know, they're like Strimmers. What are they? Anyway, the Strimmer with the split shaft. If you sell them second hand on eBay, you get 40 quid for them, 45 quid.
Yeah.
If you strip them down into parts like the drive shaft, the coil, the pulley coil, pull system, like anything like that, you can end up making 70 quid off a stripper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah, go look to mix out with the mower. No, I may have to. I mean, I'm seriously thinking about going up to see Mick because he. I mean, you know, there's nothing harder than trying to sort something out on a PC, on a picture. You need to get your hands in there, get it dirty, to see what's going on, and maybe that's what needs to happen. Good to see you, Thomas. Thanks, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah. So there we go.
I forgot to pop the chat out, so I can't see what people are saying. But you're right, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, there's lots of people around. I got where are we? Well, there's 22 people watching now, so I haven't managed to bore anybody too much. I hope.
Shirt on.
Yeah, yeah. Good man. Got the right shirt, mate. Got to remember to do my test as well. I'm in the work tomorrow, so I have to test the day before I go in on the old sniffy thingy, you know, the pregnancy test stuff. And apparently I'm not pregnant.
I work on my own, so I'm all right. Like, I don't have to do it.
Yeah. Well, I work in a doctor's surgery.
Well,
I mean, this is all the. I've had to do. That's all the tests I've had to do up to now. You know, it's well, I said, I think I did this at 2100, and I do it. I mean, as says the wife. do it properly. Like, you know, it's got to take these things seriously. Got to do it properly.
I haven't had one test, mate, because I ain't been ill.
No, yeah. Have you had your jabs yet?
Yeah, I've had one.
Yeah.
I mean, I only had it because of the wife. The wife is like, she's very ill. Not COVID wise. She's just got a lot of things wrong with her. She's disabled. So I only had it because of her. If I caught it, she wouldn't last.
Yeah, right. Has she had it as well, mate? The jab?
She's had she had the first jab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe. I mean, they make me drive her like 30 mile away for a jab and stand in a queue outside when it was freezing cold. And
No,
like
she should.
mega
She
ill.
should have had one, a housebound one.
I know. I mean, she has blood tests every 2 weeks, and they come to the house and do it.
Yeah. Well, then they should have arranged for the district nurse to come round and give it to her.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, mate, because she had letters from the government saying you're not to go out at all. You know,
Yeah.
she ain't been out the house. She ain't been out the house since last February.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah. Tommy's asking me how mine is. Yeah, Tommy, negative, mate, negative.
Sound, nice.
Yeah, because I mean that's what I deal with at work.
Mm.
I work in a call center for our local surgery. Well, I say local. We got 25,000 patients.
Wow.
People. I put people regularly on what I call housebound, and then sort out the district nurse to come around and give it to them, because they're safer at home than anywhere else, actually, mate. When you think about
Yeah,
it,
of course they are. Yeah.
as long as you don't got people coming and going all the time.
No, I don't allow anybody at the house.
No, I think you're right, mate.
Yeah.
And then she's safe. Then that's the main thing.
Yeah. No, my daughter goes to college, but she keeps away from her mum. Like she'll come in and go upstairs, or I'll shout for her dinner. Like, but she does. She keeps away from her. Like, it's just
Oh, right.
safe.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I see Tommy that he's asking how to do the test. It's we have a test kit. We have a swab. We have like a plastic sample tube that we put 6 drops of the solution in, and then you put the testing swab up your nose and run it around 10 times on each nostril. Then you put it in this solution, squeeze it all in, and then out, and put 2 drops onto the tester. And 30 minutes later, you get a result. And thank goodness, every time at the moment, touch wood, it's come back negative.
Good.
If it came back positive, you then go off for a blood test, because they can these can apparently give a false reading. So if you do get a positive test, you then have to go off to the regional centre, and we've got one very close to us actually, and they do a blood test for your antibodies. But I had my second jab just over 2 weeks ago, because working in the doctor's surgery, our surgery, along with 3 others in the city, hire the cathedral, Salisbury Cathedral. And we often, every time we get people not turning up. You can't believe it. They don't turn up.
No.
It's not always there. It's not always their fault. Obviously, people are ill and stuff. Anyway, they phoned me up at 5:30, and it was 5:30. Was it not this Saturday? 2 Saturdays ago. Give me a call. Can you come and have your second jab? I was in, jabbed, out again, and then onto mix stream at 7:00. But 2 days later, I was really ill. It's like I had the flu, and I was really, really rough. I took me bed. I was hot, cold, shivering, headache, neck ache. Took me bed. The following morning, 12 hours later, absolutely fine.
Good.
And apparently, the second one can get you like that.
Well, I'm just waiting for him to ring.
Well, the first one had no problems. Well, they do say what it does is show that the body's reacting to the vaccine and is fighting against it. So you're building up your immunity. Tommy's asking me about stats on accuracy. I don't know what they are, Tommy. I do know is that if you get a positive test, then you need to go and get a blood test proper. I think it's a guide. But we know people have come positive and they've gone in and had blood tests and it's proved they are positive. In fact, I think Mick's wife had one of these and it went positive, and that's why she had to go in. So yeah, I'm a great believer in it, mate. After watching all that nonsense in Bristol last night,
I know, absolutely mental.
A disgrace, an absolute disgrace. I don't know if you saw it. I mentioned it earlier on. There was a woman there that croppied down in front of the police line and urinated on them. You know, with being videoed. Now, I bet her mum's really proud of her. Oh, dear God. I mean, it's just a disgrace. I'm sorry, but it's a disgrace.
It is. All this marching crap. I nearly swore then.
Yeah.
All this marching crap without masks on. I mean, I just don't get them. I don't understand them. I wouldn't go anywhere near a crowd.
No, I agree, mate. I mean, we've been good. We really have, as you have, obviously, having to. But everybody we know, without exception, apart from one that in the early days came home from Spain and didn't self-isolate until 48 hours afterwards, apart from that one person, everybody we know has self-isolated and followed the rules without exception. About this one chap, and everybody had this is in the days when you could go to a pub and had to be 2 meters apart and had a meal and stuff. And he had so many people have a go at him, he went home and followed the rules. It turns out he was okay, but he might not have been, you know.
He might not have been, huh? I mean, look at that crowd that went to, where do they go? France. All them British ones that went to France.
Yeah.
What was it? 37 of them had it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how many people after last night are going to catch it and give it to everybody else they know?
But you know, blame the government.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I've said this many times before, mate. I totally respect other people's opinions, but when you're faced with the obvious proof that this stuff is real, what on earth are you thinking about by not following the rules? I just don't get it, mate. I mean, we just had poor old Mick's wife really, really poorly. And I mean, I used to speak to Mick on a regular basis, and Sue was very, very poorly. Surely everybody would have watched this or these streams would realize that it's a real, you know, and we all know somebody that we've lost or been very ill over the whole thing, you know. I'm not, there's an old adage in there, you know, opinions are like assholes, everybody's got one. Fair enough. But not when you're met with a pandemic. This is a pandemic. This is serious doo-doo. Okay, if that upsets a few people, so be it. If I lost you,
I lost me sound.
I can hear you. I can hear you, mate.
Right.
You all right there?
No. I think it's gone altogether.
You lost your sound, have you? Let's do sign language,
Right,
mate.
back on.
You got it?
Yeah, it's back on.
Okay. Yeah.
Trouble is,
So there we are. I mean, I don't know. I'm sometimes I'm gobsmacked. I really am.
Well, I spent all weekend moving my shed about because I was originally going to buy a 6 foot by 8 foot shed, and I bought a 12 foot by 6 foot shed.
Right.
And it's amazing how quick you can fill them.
Yeah, you know, I moved some stuff around. I bought some extra racking last weekend to put in the garage there, and I put it together, and suddenly realized I had nowhere to put it. Anyway, I've made some room eventually in the last couple of days. It's all there now.
Everywhere. Right, I'm gonna ship off because I've got to go and give the wife her drugs. So
yeah, all right, mate. Okay, it's good to talk to you, mate. As always, you take care. Regards to your wife. You make sure you look after her, mate.
I do. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All the very best to you. Take care. Righto, guys. William, I'm going to. Where are you, William? Hello, mate. We're going to call it a day. Okay, mate. Good to see you. There you go. I can hear you again now. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, you too.
Take that face of yours, all right?
Okay, I thought I'd just stop in and say hello. Try to support you all, okay?
All right, mate. All right, mate.
You have a
William,
good evening. Have a good evening.
you have a good one, mate. You take care.
Yeah, you too. See you.
All the very best. Ta-da. Righto, guys. Anybody still watching? I'm going to call it a day. It's been an interesting one tonight. I don't know quite why. I've ended up doing an awful lot of talking myself, as always, when I eventually got going. I want to thank the guys that come up on the panel. Obviously, Ken and Henry, Sparky. Where else we had here? Scotty, Henry. If I missed anybody else, I apologise. That's all you guys on the comments. Sorry for the cock-up beginning, but at least we've worked out a few bits and pieces. But in the meantime, get hold of one of these lawn racer mowers. Give me a step, will you? Anyway, by the by, stay safe, everybody. Take care. All the very best. Bye-bye.